Hello people, it's Mimberly. Welcome back to Honkai Star Rail. We have not touched this game for a good solid, I want to say at least a month or two now. And the reason was I had to redo my account because my old account was linked to my old Mimberly one. And as of recording this video, it is on the verge of being deleted because we are just finishing off the re-uploads from the Mimberly gaming channel. And then that email address is going to get deleted. Now, I did contact Hoyoverse and tried to just move the email address. They never got back to me, despite me chasing multiple times. And the amount of time that I was wasting on trying to get in touch with them, it was just easier to just reset and do it on my new email address, which is my business email for anyone who wants to get in contact below. So, we are carrying on where we left off in the Shackling prison. Now, I know the new region is out, but I want to get this part done first and then move on to the next bit because I'm not confident.
To reach the bottom quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Follow me to the next floor.
Okie dokie. And as you can see, I did pull for a Castroice and I did get her. I didn't get her light cone, sadly.
This cut off. Someone must have altered the mechanism. No matter. It'll just require a bit more work to get through.
Yeah. So we're just going to carry straight on with this game. Honestly, I have missed Honkai a lot. Like, just playing through the previous regions a lot. Like, you know, Bellabog, Xianzhou, obviously, you know, Penacony. I'm nearly at the end of Penacony now. Like, I haven't quite gotten to the new region on this account yet, but we know what happened, and I know where I left off on that, so we'll be following on from that very soon, but we're just going to currently focus on getting through this, and as soon as we get to any sort...
Some seafarers occasionally use ingenia from the Artisanship Commission to navigate the treacherous terrain here. Normally, using devices like the shifting screen is strictly forbidden, as they could help prisoners escape.
Tell me more.
Given the urgency of the situation, let's just ignore the usual regulations.
I mean, she's a judge. I'm gonna listen to the judge. Oh my god. Now, I'm not confident with the whole thing. I'm gonna be blunt. I have a gut suspicion I'm gonna have to fight Hule. I am nervous because I have not properly done team strategizing or anything like that in a while.
I hope we're not too late. Hang in there, sister.
Yeah, I think we may be a bit late though, but we will see. We will see. Yep. Whew.
Looks like there was a fierce battle here not long ago.
Yay. Just what we love. Yeah. Hule got out.
The delve is wide open. Hule has managed to break free.
Ugh.
Where are the Yaoqing messengers? And where's my sister? Are they still alive?
Let's look around. Maybe we'll find some clues.
I'm just gonna pull my microphone a bit more closer to me, just so that way you guys can hear me a bit better, and then this is not getting in the way. There we go. Okay, right, so let's see. Whoever impaled this Borison from behind properly caught them off guard. It could be a judge or a Yaoqing messenger. God, we've got to investigate so many people. Sharp fangs grew unchecked along the deceased's protrude lower jaw, bearing an uncanny resemblance to the other Borison corpses. You begin to see why the Borison could easily infiltrate the lower levels of the Shackling prison. They not only shapeshifted into the Cloud Knights, but also Foxians too. Well... yeah, I've been given warnings as well that the new region is absolutely heartbreaking, and every time I cry I seem to get views, so I'm not sure how I'm going to feel about that. You can clearly tell that the warden was serving her duty in an intense battle when she died. You reset the mask over her face and pray for her heroic soul to rest in peace. Oh! There she is!
Yi is here.
Miss Shui briefly sacrificed herself. My condolences, Miss Hanya.
Condolences? Well, that's unnecessary.
What do you mean?
You misunderstand. Thanks to the Ten Lords' blessing, My sister turned into an Ingenium centuries ago. Dying and returning as just a soul to the Hall of Karma's document office has become a routine for her.
So her body got destroyed.
While I'm not keen on seeing her throw away her body like it's some replaceable part, but... By the way, have you seen bodies that might be the Yaoqing messengers?
Oh yeah.
One a Foxian wearing exquisite clothes.
Moza and Shui, not Shui, that's the wrong fucking character. How do you pronounce his name again?
No. I haven't found any Foxian bodies. Only Borisin ones.
Because the Foxians are like at
So,
war with the Borisin, right?
The intruders and Hule are holding the Yaoqing messengers hostage. This is the worst situation. With hostages in their grasp, the prison guards can't do anything about the prisoners. If anything happens to the messengers, the relationship between the Yaoqing and the Luofu could be irreversibly damaged. We must rescue the messengers, get out of here, and spread the news. We mustn't give up as long as there's a glimmer of hope.
Noted. God damn it. Okay. Hule's playing this smart, though, I must say.
What have you found, Miss Hanya?
One of the birds. Oh. Is this cyber... What the heck?
Reconstruct.
It's my sister. Looks like her soul hasn't returned to the Hall of Karma yet.
Wait, what?
At such a critical moment, her death can give us information that we can turn into an advantage.
She jumped into the Psy-Crane. She is so smart.
See, the damage isn't too bad. If I can fix it up, my sister will have a temporary body.
Fix the broken Psy-Crane. Oh, God. Okay. Oh, crap. I forgot how to do these. Okay. Shit. Okay. I've forgotten how to do these. Okay, right. Hold on. I'm gonna have to figure out how to do this. Bear with me. Aha! Figured it out. Only took me 2 minutes. That's a record for me.
I'm back.
Welcome back, sister. I don't know what kind of expression I should have at a time like this. Happy? Tears of joy? Forget it. I'm used to you coming back in all sorts of forms.
Your new form is kind of cute.
Now is not the time for jokes.
Yep.
This Psy-Crane can't hold all of me.
Oh.
Sister, what did you see when you were killed?
Through intimate in its delivery, the Psy-Crane provides you with essential
One of the
knowledge.
Yaoqing messengers escaped, and the other one was taken hostage and brought upwards.
So Moza escaped.
Besides the Borisin, there were other intruders. Invisible.
Invisible intruders? What does that even mean? How many conspiracies are tangled up in this mess? Do me a favor, sister. The intruders have cut off all communication between inside and outside the prison.
Yeah.
And now you're the only person, the only bird, who can slip out undetected. Make sure you deliver the news to the outside world.
I understand. Please be careful, sister. You are different from me.
Oh. The Psy-Crane flaps his wings and unsteadily flies out of the lower levels of the shackling prison, charging straight into the depths of the shadowy passage. Okay, so we're getting news out to the outside world. That's good, but that does not help the fact that we are still
Time is
stuck in
running out,
there.
Miss Hanya. If we keep delaying, those Borisin will escape from the prison.
Yep.
All right. If we happen to come across that Yaoqing messenger who got away... No. Stopping Hule should probably be our top priority.
Oh, I have a really bad feeling about this. I don't know why. Something in my gut is telling me something's about to go down. Like, this is Hoyoverse. They're not afraid to bring on the trauma, especially with the Honkai games. Like, let's just look at Honkai Impact 4, Chapter 9, for example. So, I'm a bit worried. I'm gonna be blunt. So... Oh, it does feel good to play this game again, though. It's nice that we're bringing back some other series on the channel. Because as much as I love Love and D Space, we do need to split it out a bit.
Something feels off. Something's approaching us.
It's not me.
The invisible intruders.
I'm innocent. Oh. Oh, that's alright. I can kill those. They take me 2 minutes. Give me a sec.
Watch your back!
Life is not so fragile. These abominations aren't prisoners from this prison. As you wish.
It's fine, because I'm gonna die nice and quick anyway.
Prison management on the law food is truly concerning.
Maz!
Who are you?
Aren't you looking for me?
Who's here?
Receive divinity.
Where did he come from?
Just focus on the fight.
Noted. Okay, that was nice and easy. Where the fuck did Maz come from?
Souls find their own way out.
Oh, there he is, over there, in the distance. I didn't even notice him. Oh my god, where the fuck did you come from, buddy? The man seems to materialize from the shadowy corners of the prison, as if he could vanish into thin air at any moment. The fugitive wearing a dark cloak, spoken of by Hanya, now stands before you. His face is devoid of any expression, cold and indifferent, yet, inexplicably, you could decipher his expressionless facade as if it whispered, "You're finally here."
The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
That's the second time you've said that, my friend. You already said that a moment ago.
So what if I repeat it? It's the truth after all. The prison management on the Lawfu is truly concerning.
Third time's the charm.
At least 2 different groups of intruders infiltrated here. The wolf cubs and these
Horse.
struck soldiers.
Oh my god.
Their hiding technique. It's pretty similar to the wind mantle technique used by the Vidyadhara serving Kailorum Venti on the Yaoqing. What do you think?
I need you to speak English.
Well, never mind if you don't have any clues. Now is not the time to exchange assassination techniques.
I'm not gonna lie, I like his eyes. They're very pretty. I like his eyes.
I'm Motza. My friend
Motza.
fell into the clutches of that wolf. I was planning to escape and report back as quickly as possible. But now it seems...
Yeah, they've made that impossible.
Prison on the Lawfu is a real maze, I must admit.
He got lost.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Moza. We'll do our best to ensure your friend's safety.
No, you can do nothing for him now. And you shouldn't be focusing on his safety at the moment.
But isn't he your friend?
Your friend is in Hule's clutches, and you're just going to leave him behind?
You tell him, Dan Hong.
I'm the Yaoqing General's guard, not his. I've seen how that giant wolf fights, and there's no way. Trying to save my friend will only get us killed.
Shit.
I don't know how you think, but I won't throw my life away for a lost cause.
Bloody hell.
Listen up. I've been tracking these fugitives, and I know their next move. They're planning to seal off the entire prison to keep the outside world in the dark.
Makes sense, and I don't have to worry about reinforcements.
Worst case scenario, we are all killed by that giant wolf, and the shackling prison is sealed off. No one will know about us or about their escape until it's too late. And the best case scenario...
Both we and the intruders get trapped inside this prison. We trap them inside this prison.
We won't be able to. We're one step behind them.
God bloody hell! Just talk
Best case
English!
scenario would be we seal the gates and trap the enemy inside with us. We can't let that monstrous wolf escape.
Oh my god.
Hopefully, someone will eventually notice that something is off and come to help. As for whether we'll still be alive by then, It's not something we should think about.
Fuck it out!
You should have a way of comforting people, Mr. Molzo.
As a person of the Yao Qing, I've always searched for something meaningful to give my life to.
You know, not a partner
I
or
have
something.
to make it out alive. My companions are waiting for me.
As a netherworld dweller, I've already died once.
Well, I want to make it out alive too.
Even if we end up dying here, I won't let it happen to you first.
Well, not as good at comforting people as Mr. Molzo.
Shut up! He actually
None of you
cares.
are part of the Ten Lords' commission, so sacrificing yourselves isn't the right move. As a judge,
I need my
it's
cat.
my
Where is he?
responsibility to guard this prison.
I need my
And
cat.
if someone should step up to stop Hule from escaping, it should be me,
There you go.
not you.
Comforting,
Once
comfort
we reach
animal.
the gate, I hope you'll help me seal it. After that, I'll do everything I can to fight the Borison. And you find a safe place to hide and wait for reinforcements.
We're not hiding, bitch. I'm too strong for that.
Now, let's proceed upward.
Are we forgetting that I have a Stellaron in my tits? I'm sure we can utilize that. Also, hi, buddy. Oh, my baby. Here you go, guys. You can see Loki. He's happy because I'm supposed to be at work today, but I booked the day off. So Loki has been getting some extra time with his mummy. Speaking of Loki, he would like to now go off and do his own thing. So we've got to go through the shifting thing over here. I see a chest.
Seal the entrance before the Borison fugitives get out.
Working on it.
The prison wardens and mechanisms won't be able to hold them for long. Follow me.
I am following wherever the directions are taking me, so stand by. I'll be there in a minute.
We're almost there. The gate is just ahead.
Okay, we're nearly there, Oh, there's Boris in here. Shit.
Gate. Please be careful, Your Honor.
Oh, God. Okay, they're at the gate. Okay, well, I thought they were nearby. I didn't realize they were actually at the gate.
I will hold them back. Don't let Hule escape.
Okay, working on it. I just wasted a technique point for nothing. God damn it. Okay, dragon did it. Thank God.
May wandering souls find their own way out.
Oh, God. There is so many Boris in here. Oh, we're gonna have to fight our way through. This is gonna be a night. Oh, chest. Oh. Okay. We gotta go up there. The Shackling prison has become a killing field. The prison guards try to resist, but Jiaoqi can only watch.
This brings back such familiar memories. Memories of chasing, gnawing, and tearing.
He is a chonky boy.
They're back. They've all come back.
My lord, we're just one step away from freedom. Once we pass through the gate, no one will be able to stop us.
Please betray him. Please. I'm asking politely.
So this hostage is useless now. Kill him, Moktok.
He's getting away. Do something, Jiao. It's just like the old days, you useless loser. Just do something.
Oh, no.
Maybe this Yao Qing messenger can strike a deal in exchange for his life. He can use his status to help us escape from the Xianzhou. What do you think, Mr. Jiaozhou?
Jiaoqiu, that's his bloody name. I keep forgetting how to pronounce it.
Oh, just look at you. Fallen so low during my absence. You're even negotiating with livestock. As far as I recall, no one from the outside
Livestock?
ever consider a deal with Duran's offspring.
I've got to make this beast stay here. Whether it's for the sake of Fei Xiao or the Yao Qing. Deal. I certainly have more value alive. My identity my knowledge of the Xianzhou, and my understanding of many things that your minions have no knowledge of. They'll all be valuable.
Oh, Christ me.
Lowly beast. Muster up that pitiful tongue of yours and plead for what remains of your life. Speak up.
No, I'm
I'm
scared.
afraid you're unaware. The woman who defeated you, Jing Liu, she has recently returned to the Lawfu.
One of my mommies.
Your opportunity for revenge is right in front of you.
My lord, this slave is talking nonsense. I've never heard anything about this.
Yeah, because Jing Liu is, she's technically Mara struck, isn't she?
Silence, mock talk. And you, slave. From now on, you'll stay by my side. You'll only speak and move when I allow you to. Otherwise, I'll dismember you from head to tail, inch by inch. Got it?
Got it.
But my lord...
We must stay here for some time, mock talk. Fear not. Because once I step out of the prison, it's the people of the Xianzhou who should tremble in fear. I'll show them what true calamity means.
Oh, Christ.
Now, Duran's whelps, follow me.
Duran's whelp, is that what he calls the
Stop them! For our great Lord Hule!
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, I'm gonna be here forever. If only I had Acheron, this would be so much easier. But no. Okay, I just ran straight through. That was easier than I expected. Okay, so that's Hule then. Oh, Dan Hong with a win. Please tell me he can wedge the gate open with that. Please, the love of God, that'd be so cool if he can.
Report! After we lost contact with the shackling prison, we received a message from a Psycrane. The prisoners have revolted, and the criminal Hule is nowhere to be found.
What about the Yaoqing messengers and the Nameless?
We're stuck down here, mate.
No news at the moment. We're trying to restore contact with the shackling prison as soon as possible.
Well.
I see. You're dismissed.
Well, at least the Psycrane got out.
It's just as we suspected. The rise of the Ambrosial Arbor was not the end of things, but the beginning.
Yep.
The hand of the Ruined Legion has already sown the seeds of destruction. From this moment on, the Xianzhou Alliance will face an even greater challenge, from both the abominations of abundance and the destruction itself. If this is what they want, I'm always up for a challenge.
Yeah, but what about the innocent lives here that are going to get affected?
As the Marshal Special Envoy, I'll dispatch the Lawfu Cloud Knights to pursue Hule myself.
I don't trust that.
Looks like the hidden dregs have finally come to the surface. And as I said before, it's time to wash them away. Once and for all.
After a brief but devastating loss of communications, the lockdown shackling prison is once more under control. The Express's Nameless may have emerged unharmed, but one of the Yaoqing envoys has been taken hostage. Meanwhile, the Borison Warhead Hule, long confined to the depth of the shackling prison, has vanished without a trace. Loki being adorable again. A pursuit between the hunter and the hunted will soon play out on the Xianzhou Lawfu. Oh, Christ. Oh, my cat is stuck. What have you done? He's got his paw stuck on the carpet. God's sake. Right. Well, I feel like that will be too short if we leave that here. So I'm going to carry straight on So I will be right back. We gotta go and search for Yang Ching, who is just down here. Yang Ching! We have a problem! After the Shackling prison break on the Starsafe Haven streets.
Seriously? When is this war dance going to start? The Sky Splitter has been hovering there for ages. When can we board and see what's inside?
Is this how long-life species live?
Yeah.
Everything proceeds so slowly. The effectiveness of anticipation in my emotional center is at an all-time high. Oh, I need to drink some coolant.
Relax. The Realm Keeping Commission will send boarding notices to all ticket holders. The Gazette said the Sky Splitter will fire a salute before the ceremony starts.
Oh yeah, because they're from
I saw a
Penacony, ain't
schedule
they?
for the first day of the tournament. Can you believe the Ringmaster accepted 4 challenges? And he's just a kid. So, who are you betting on, Bardo?
I'm betting on neither. I lost all my credits betting on Roboball games in Taikian. This time, I've decided not to rely on probability games to accomplish my target of getting rich.
I fucking wish I could get rich. Jesus Christ, goodness, I can need the money. Hello!
Here you are.
Hi.
I heard you and Mr. Dan Heng went to meet the judges. And then a riot broke out in the Shackling prison. I was so worried about you.
Aww!
Thank goodness you both made it out safe.
I have a Stellar on in my tits. I told you I'd be fine. Discuss what happened.
There was a revolt in the Shackling prison. Fortunately, we were protected by the guards until the Cloud Knights arrived to rescue us.
What happened on your end?
I was planning to take Miss March and Yoon Lee to Stargazer Navalia to see the Sky Splitter up close. But we stumbled upon a group of suspicious Foxians carrying official identities.
Yeah, I remember this bit.
They were acting strange, so out of curiosity, we decided to follow them. It turns out they were actually Borisin disguised as Foxians.
It's scary that they can disguise themselves.
In order to prepare for Goulet's escape. And we foiled their plans by pure chance. I wonder who provided them with those disguises. And how many more Borisin have taken advantage of the war dance to infiltrate the ship.
Those tourists over there are talking about you.
Yeah, I heard them too. But I'm afraid I'll have to disappoint them. I've already reported to General Jing Yuan that I'll give up my role as the Ringmaster.
But why? But haven't you been preparing for it for so long?
The security of the Luofu is more important to me than anything else. I need to fulfill my duties as a Cloud Knight Lieutenant before taking on the honor of being a Ringmaster.
Oh my god, he's matured. I feel like I'm watching a baby grow up.
I just want to see some good sword fights. Anyone can participate in this kind of tournament. Doesn't have to be me. The real challenge lies beyond the ring on the Sky Splitter. If we don't capture the fugitives soon, Goulet will wreak havoc.
Yeah, that would be bad. Really bad.
Obviously, there's someone behind the scenes orchestrating this prison break, intending to spread chaos. If we fail to thwart their evil plan, what honor will be left for us to uphold?
Don't ask me.
Said.
Who's that?
You may be tiny in stature.
Oh, Fei Xiao.
But your ambition matches that of the Yao Qing's warriors.
She's designed so well. Like, the design in this game,
has nothing to do with my
chef's
height.
kiss. Keep bullying him for the height. Yang Jing, know how I feel. Everyone bullies me for my height on the daily. I thought all the generals were on the move already.
Yes. I suggested to Yanqing that we find a place to have a decent meal. A hunter must be well fed before the hunt.
You still have a good appetite, even in the face of disaster. You truly are the Merlin's Claw. Please finish the food quickly so we can get to work, General Fei Xiao.
Well, that's not up to me. Dig in. I called you here so you could enjoy the food.
Oh my god, a woman after my own heart.
This isn't the time for a leisurely meal, and this is way too much for me.
Where's Paimon when you need her?
Oh. You'd give me time to enjoy a meal, but not yourself?
Give it to me, I'll eat
Since you
it.
encountered those Borisson spies, you've been so busy that you've hardly eaten anything.
Oh.
You can't defeat Hule on an empty stomach.
Not wrong. Food is a great source of strength, people. It's also very good
Take your
motivation.
time. Enjoy the meal and calm yourself.
Hule's whereabouts are still unknown, and they've even taken Mr. Zhao Cho hostage. The longer we wait, the more complicated the situation becomes.
Hmm.
Zhao Cho always said I'm the most impatient person among the Cloud Knights, and I can't argue with that.
Aww.
So, there's no reason for you to be more anxious than me.
Is Zhao Cho actually a good character, guys? Cause let me know, because I haven't played this game in a while and I need to know which characters I should be saving up for. I'm thinking of getting the Hersa, but I kind of want to wait to see what reruns are coming, because the new characters are from the new region and I don't know how good they are. So I'm going to need you guys to educate me.
Ferocious prey, the hunter must be more patient, biding their time to seize the golden chance for a decisive blow.
Her eyes are so, like, intense, aren't they?
Once Hule loses his patience and reveals himself, that's when we'll strike.
Hmm.
But when will that time come?
He's a Borisson.
Like I said, it's only one meal away.
God. I'm scared. After the Shackling prison break in the Seat of Divine Foresight.
General Hua Yan, the Skyfaring
Yukong
Commission has finished its preparations. Do you have any other instructions?
Representing the consensus between the Merlin's Claw and the Divine Foresight, I'll step in as the temporary commanding officer of the Seat of Divine Foresight and oversee the 6 Commission's affairs on the Luofu.
What is the situation at the Shackling prison?
Shit, mate.
Hule made a quick escape and even sealed the gates of the prison. As of now, the Cloud Knights have re-established contact with the staff inside. The good news is the 2 Nameless who were trapped in the Shackling prison are safe and sound.
I know I shouldn't use the word great given the current situation, but I'm relieved that she and Don Hung are safe.
Of course we're safe. I got a dragon on my side.
We've lost contact with one of the messengers from the Xianzhou Yaoqing. The Borisson have likely taken him hostage. Don't worry, Yukong. Fei Shao is leading the wolf hunt operation, and you know how capable she is.
How capable is she, though?
I have no doubt about General Fei Shao's capabilities, General Hua Yan. I'm more concerned about the Wardens.
Yeah.
According to the plan, the ceremony will begin in 6 hours. The Sky Splitter will be activated, and all visitors will board the ship to watch the contest.
Sorry, guys, my ankle's playing up today.
But now, with Hule's whereabouts unknown, everything is filled with uncertainty.
Should the war dance really be held as scheduled?
March is right, Grandpa. I heard the escaped prisoner from the Shackling prison is beyond formidable. In case anything goes wrong.
So, Yunli, what do you think we should do?
Well, I believe we should declare martial law and allocate manpower to search for the escaped prisoners. And as for the war dance, it's better to announce an indefinite delay for now.
See, I get where she is coming from, but if they announce an indefinite delay, that's just going to raise questions and panic. And then the instant that they clock that something's not quite right, panic is going to start. That's going to make things a lot worse.
Your plan sounds solid, but unfortunately, solid plans rarely get a chance to be implemented. I believe there are at least 2 parties who won't accept your approach.
Which 2 parties?
The first are the many travelers who have come all the way here for the war dance. If we declare martial law now, it's
what did I just say?
That the Luofu isn't safe. How do you think the outsiders would react? They'd be terrified, and chaos might ensue. The second party is the staff of the Xianzhou Luofu's 6 commissions. They've invested a lot of resources and manpower into organizing the war dance. Suddenly suspending it indefinitely would create numerous challenges for them. But of course, not everyone disagrees with your idea.
Really?
The mastermind behind this incident would fully support your opinion, presumably. Hulei's escape and your discovery of Borisin's spies at Stargazer Navalia. Even a child could guess that these events were orchestrated. The fugitive is just one piece
I've got
in the
autoplay on.
game. The one controlling the pieces wants to spread chaos and suspicion among the people on the Luofu.
Yeah.
If we declare martial law and postpone the war dance, we'll fall into their trap and instill fear in people even before Hulei actually does anything.
Yeah. And at least if they're all together, I suppose it's easier to manage the situation.
We'll search for the prisoners while maintaining order on the Luofu, acting as if nothing has happened.
Makes sense.
If nothing has happened, Yan Qing said he'd assist the generals, and now he's nowhere to be found. With the host ringmaster gone, how are we supposed to act like nothing has happened?
That's why I called the two of you here.
Oh. Are you suggesting that Yun Li takes Yan Qing's place as ringmaster?
Master Yun Li, is General Huayan asking you to be the ringmaster instead of Yan Qing?
No, that's not the case.
No?
General Huayan, are you asking me to take Yan Qing's place as the ringmaster?
You caught on quickly, Miss March. That's exactly what I mean.
Why? I'm not trying to sound horrible, but why March versus Young Li? Surely Young Li would be better as a ringmaster because she's actually from the Luofu, right?
But Miss March is a guest invited by General Jing Yuan, Grandpa. How can an outsider represent
my
the
hair
Luofu
today.
in the ring? It will make the Xianzhou Luofu a laughingstock.
What did I just say?
Dear child, the Nameless of the Astral Express are renowned throughout the cosmos. It's an honor to have them participate in the ceremony. Plus, Miss March is a disciple of the little Cloud Knight Lieutenant. How can she be regarded as an outsider?
Ah, I see his
Can't afford
point.
to have any problems during the war dance. I'm entrusting you not only with the honor of the ring, but also with the security of the Sky Splitter.
Oh god, no fucking pressure then.
Yukong, please explain to them the rest of the arrangements.
Oh god, okay. Oh, we're going to Lingsha? 3 dual hours before the war dance convenes in the shackling prison. Oh, this looks familiar.
I am sorry for our improper management, and I truly appreciate your assistance, General.
There is no need to apologize. We Cloud Knights fight on the battlefield while you judges punish the criminals. We are two sides of the same Xianzhou Luofu, and it is my honor to serve the Ten Lords' commission.
What a man. What a fucking man.
I've grasped the situation of the prison break. Now tell me more about the current state of the shackling prison.
Borisin infiltrated the prison in disguise and released the prisoners, spreading chaos. Among the judges on duty in the 4 divisions, Judge Shui from the detention division was killed and is temporarily unavailable. So, I'm taking over her duties and commanding Arumaton spectral envoys and spiritfarers to quickly restore order in the affected areas.
I, and the 2 behind me, will go deeper into the prison to investigate.
Okay.
General, the situation inside is still chaotic and perilous. Your presence would be...
It's common for Cloud Knight generals to face danger directly. Hulei has escaped, and the Yao Qing envoy is being held hostage by the Borisin. His fate is unknown. This is a grave matter.
Oh, hi, buddy.
Not only did the Merlin's Claw offer no reproach, She decided to go after Hule herself to prevent further calamity. I believe the Law Fu owes her something in return for her fervent determination.
What's the matter? Sorry guys, the cat's yowling, which means he wants something. Hold on. Okay people, I am back. Let's get this bit finished off.
How did the infiltrators learn about the location where Hule was held? And how did they time their plan just before the Yaoqing messengers were ready to escort him?
There's an infiltrator.
Finding the answer to these questions shouldn't be too difficult. What truly matters is if we can gather the clues that lead us to the mastermind behind all of this.
Yeah, that'd be useful.
I understand, but I'm afraid it won't be an easy task.
For a long time, this hidden force has been pursuing their own goals and undermining the security of the Law Fu.
Yeah.
Backing down now will only encourage them to further endanger the peace here.
The Ten Lords Commission will support your decision with everything we have, General.
I like how they all like are still respectful to each other, even though they've all got their own positions.
I'll need both of you to accompany me on this challenging journey.
Well, it's part of my responsibilities as the Cauldron Master. So, where would you like to start, General?
Let's start with those Borisin disguised as Foxians.
Yep, good start.
My people have already prepared the evidence.
Okay, let's have a little look-see then.
According to Lieutenant Yenqing's report, he stumbled upon a few suspicious Foxians at Stargazer Navalia. After following them, he discovered that they were actually Borisin in disguise. This is one of the bodies.
Lovely.
Looking at him now, it's hard to imagine how he transformed into a Foxian.
It's got to be like a sort of potion or something,
My
right?
alchemists detected some complex ingredients in his remains, which might explain how these Borisin were able to disguise themselves as Foxians.
Oh god, okay.
Simply put, Foxians and Borisin share a common ancestry. Although they look completely different now, there isn't much genetic difference between them. This medicine allows Borisin to temporarily change their shape into that of Foxians.
Yeah, because I was about to say, why did they change into Foxians of all people?
In other words, if they stop taking the medicine, their true form will soon be revealed?
Borisins have fast metabolism, so the effects of medicines don't last long. An infiltration technique with the general is familiar with.
The formula and technique seem oddly familiar.
Oh.
The disciples of Sanctus Medicus. Looks like the Alchemy Commission is involved once again. When I was sorting through
She looks angry.
I came across one called Semblance Reversion Essence. It's designed to help those disciples suppress signs of their Mara-struck forms and maintain their normal appearance. When I compared it to the medicine found in the Borisin's body...
They're one and the same, aren't they?
The medicinal properties and ingredients may differ, but the principle remains the same.
So the Alchemy Commission and the Borisin are working together, huh?
Since ancient times, the Borisin have always sought to have more powerful bodies, regarding the Foxians as weaklings. Yet, in order to save their warhead, they were willing to disguise themselves as Foxians. Their determination is quite remarkable.
If these infiltrators rely on the medicine to maintain their disguise, then following this lead in our investigation seems prudent. Please follow me.
I like Lingsha. I'm getting the vibe as she knows what she's talking about, obviously as Cauldron Master, and
Here we
I
are.
appreciate an intelligent
According
woman.
to the judge, this area is not yet under control, so we should proceed cautiously.
And obviously we can see
I've
the...
captured the nature of the medicine in my sensor. By following the medicinal fumes, we should be able to retrace the steps of the disguised Borisin.
Okay. So we've got one here. A prison guard is collapsed on the ground, her body twisted unnaturally.
Incredible strength. The attacker shattered this warden's bones with a single blow.
I just envisioned that and I don't like it.
Strength is not something an ordinary Borisin possesses. This is likely the work of Hule.
if I may be so bold to ask, is this Borison truly that formidable?
He's chonky.
I have lived a bit longer and engaged in a few more battles than you, Miss Lingsha. To the Alliance, Borison have always been the most formidable adversaries. And Hule is a monster feared even among his own kind.
Oh.
With his strength, Hule united numerous Borison packs, forming a grand army of abominations of abundance. They constantly push the Alliance's armies into perilous positions.
That's not good.
Over 7 centuries ago, I followed my mentor on a campaign against the abominations. And I personally witnessed the devastation on the battlefield after Hule appeared. Even with medicinal pellets that suppress the fear caused by his lupitoxin, countless Cloud Knights succumbed to panic in the face of his murderous aura. They couldn't even raise a hand in resistance. If the former sword champion hadn't immobilized Hule with her frost blade,
Jinglio,
the outcome of that fateful battle could have been very different. By the end of the battle, only a few of us remained. The crimson moon cast the sheen of blood on all. Everything I saw was painted dark red.
If that's the case, why wasn't the beast executed instead of being imprisoned?
fair question.
On the Xianzhou Jumi, the judges cast those unforgivable and nearly immortal abominations of abundance into the eternal flames of the stars, reducing them to ashes. Their so-called immortality is just a facade. I mean, nothing can truly defy death, can it?
I don't know.
I don't understand why the Lafu kept this tumor for so long, leading to the terrible situation we're facing now. But I guess I understand. The people of the Lafu are known for their kindness. Even when faced with the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, they couldn't bring themselves to cut it out. Instead, they exiled the healer, who tried to solve the problem, to the Xianzhou Jumi.
I understand if you hold grudges against me, Miss Lingsha. I take the blame for the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. As for why Hule was only in prison, I can shed some light on that too.
Okay, talk.
I'm just a healer. I'm not familiar with the past. I'd appreciate it if you could enlighten me, General.
All right. Let me tell you more about it as we go.
The lore is so good in this game. Oh. Let me just quickly kill this guy real quick. Okay, we got another Cloud Knight down here.
Cloud Knight also take the medicine?
Lingsha peels open the Cloud Knight's armor and stretches out her hands to search for a moment.
No. This is a Borison in disguise. A guard killed him before he could return to his original form.
All these Borison are dressed in official attire. Besides the Cloud Knight, there were also 2 Borison disguised as members of the Skyframe Commission and the Artisanship Commission.
Oh god, they literally could be anywhere then.
Whoever is providing them with official identities must hold the position of power. Let's search elsewhere.
It's got to be leading back to that general, right? It's the only person I can think of. Oh, we got another one here. A prisoner is on the ground. The joy of regaining freedom and sudden shock. These 2 expressions are frozen on his pale face at the moment of death.
Someone bit open his arteries and drained almost all of his blood while he was still alive. Such a cruel and ruthless act.
What was that, like a fucking vampire?
Despite being a long-lived species, Borison are actually more like predatory beasts that must feed on raw blood and flesh. I've heard that Hule was deprived of food and water in the Shackling prison. It's hard to imagine how he managed to suppress his hunger for over 7 centuries. Will the hostage from the Yaoqing be able to avoid being his meal?
Such is the terrible nature of the abominations of abundance. We subjected him to the Forest of Swords to drain his life force. But in the end, his punishment turned into a test of our patience. Just like you said, Miss Lingsha. Casting a creature that can't be killed into a star would be a way to permanently get rid of it. But unfortunately...
The Foxians didn't agree to that.
Exactly. The atrocities committed by Hule went beyond mere massacres. Throughout numerous wars, we made every effort to eradicate the Borisin. But Hule, with his mysterious sorcery, turned countless Foxians into his pawns. And so the Borisin kept returning.
Oh!
The Foxians curse his name day and night, and they even use it to scare children into staying quiet. How could they grant a swift death to such a great sinner?
So what, the idea was just to lock him up instead and let him suffer?
I wonder if you know why Hule wasn't taken into custody by the Foxian majority Xianzhou Yaoqing, but instead imprisoned in the Xianzhou Luofu, Miss Lingsha.
As you mentioned, your mentor was an exceptional warrior and was the one who defeated Hule, an extraordinary achievement. Therefore, the Marshal placed this feral beast under the jurisdiction of the Xianzhou Luofu as an honor, I assume?
It seems you have a major misunderstanding about this arrangement, Miss Lingsha. Allow me to explain it.
Explain, Jin Yuan, because I need context here. Oh. I did not mean to do that. Hold on. The wolf-shaped mech disintegrates into a pile of metal.
Yan Qing told me that an IPC ship was attacked by Borisin. Is this what they were transporting on the ship?
Oh yeah! Biomimtic weapon that will auto-restart even after being turned off. The Intelligentsia's Guild research on the traits of longevity.
Yes. The Artisanship Commission and Alchemy Commission conducted a joint examination and found that parts of this machine are made from specially refined Borisin biotissue. I heard the Intelligentsia Guild has been researching the biological properties of long-life species, hoping to make medical or combat-related discoveries. However, they haven't dared to cross any lines due to their so-called relationship with the Alliance.
Perhaps to those scholars, Borisin are no different from lab animals. Maybe the Borisin attacked that ship to retaliate against the Intelligentsia Guild for experimenting on them?
Could be a possibility.
No. If it were only about revenge, they could just wreck the ship and destroy all the cargo, instead of allowing it to end up in the shackling prison.
Oh yeah, good point.
It was a deliberate display to showcase the dangerous nature of the cargo in broad daylight. This way, the cargo would end up in the shackling prison, serving as a tool for the prison break.
This skill in exploiting the blind spots of others' mindsets is so atypical of them. I'm afraid the IPC and the Intelligentsia Guild unknowingly became their accomplices.
Why am I not surprised? I feel like the IPC is just doing a lot to mess us around at the moment. Like, let's not forget the shit they pulled in Petacone, and now, fucking A. Something seems to be hiding in the pile of metal on the ground, ready to move.
Watch out! This thing is still alive.
Okay, well, time to kill this thing then.
Even after suffering such severe attacks?
Approaches. Their imitation of long-life species has crossed the line. Please,
right.
Wilt here.
Time to kill it.
How about we...
If it can still move, it means it wasn't damaged enough.
Just...
Let's make sure it never moves again.
Oh my god, how much strength do you think I have? Cat's Choice just annihilates everything. The giant machine goes silent again. Like a wounded beast drained of blood, it can no longer move.
You haven't answered my question about why Hule was imprisoned in the Luofu instead of the Yaoqing General. You've been reserved in your response. Could it be that such an arrangement wasn't an honor?
The reason why the Marshal didn't leave Hule on the Yaoqing lies in the very mech in front of us.
Excuse me?
Are you suggesting that there are people trying to understand Hule's secrets and use them for their own purposes? Just like with this mech? Well, I understand. I've heard that the Foxians on the Yaoqing share a bloodline with the Borson. And just like the Borson, some of the Foxians there experience an uncontrollable insanity called moon rage. The Marshal believed that this would be inhumane and no different from what the Borson did, so...
Exactly. While Borson see moon rage as a blessing that unlocks their true potential, Foxians see it as an inevitable curse within their bloodline. Countless healers of the Yaoqing have attempted to unravel this mystery, but to no avail.
So the Foxians also suffer from moon rage, but they want to stop it, but the Borson like it because it allows them to... Oh!
Why can Borson control the power of moon rage? Can we Foxians break free from this curse? These questions were asked frequently. Each questioner had good intentions. But the road to catastrophe is paved with good intentions. To the Foxians of the Yaoqing, Hulei was not only the warhead of the Borison, but also a monster that could be the subject of much research. Hulei thus became a poison that corrupted people's minds without their knowing.
That's why the Marshal decided to imprison Hulei and the Lafu. It wasn't an honor, but rather a warning.
Because such selfish pursuits in the name of good intentions once led to a tragedy on the Lafu that served as a warning to future generations.
This edition of Imbibitor Lunae. By imprisoning Hulei and the Xianzhou Lafu, the Marshal both suppressed the dangerous intentions of the Yaoqing Foxians and warned the Xianzhou Lafu to refrain from repeating its mistake.
That was a necessary trade-off. The Xianzhou Alliance is not solely about the Xianzhou natives. Only when all three races, Foxian, Videodora, and Xianzhou natives, form an alliance, will there be a promising future for all.
Thank you for enlightening me. Was it for the same reason that you traded off my mentor to the Xianzhou Zhuming, only to stand idle and allow the resurgence of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus?
You said that I couldn't bear to cut out the malignant tumor within the Alchemy Commission, but instead exiled the healer who tried to solve the problem to the Xianzhou Zhuming. But did your mentor tell you her good intentions led her to perform certain healing arts on Dun Hung, who had just finished his hatching rebirth?
What?
So that he would regain the memories of his past life.
A what?
What did you just say?
She believed that restoring the High Elder's knowledge of his past life would allow the Videodora to resume their duty as the guardians of the Ambrosial Arbor, quelling the strife within their clan and bringing everything back on the right path.
Excuse me, that's too big of a lore job. What?
But just as I mentioned earlier, the road to catastrophe is always paved with good intentions. Since then, the 6 charioteers decided that the Alchemy Commission would no longer have a cauldron master. Until your arrival now.
If that's the case, I should thank you for protecting my mentor by exiling her, General.
Quite the contrary. I should be the one thanking you.
Thanking me?
All I ever want is to have a clear conscience. However, can long-life species truly achieve that goal in their long-drawn lives? For example, you were implicated along with your mentor and forced to leave your homeland without knowing the truth. And now, with the complicated situation in the Alchemy Commission, the Alliance has spared me a lot of trouble by sending you to handle this challenging task. Shouldn't I be thanking you instead?
Your eloquence is indeed impressive, the divine foresight. You won't even leave me any excuses to hold a grudge against you. But let me make it clear. The Alliance sent me here to handle the business impartially, not to choose sides.
It doesn't matter which side you choose, Miss Lingsha. At the end of the day, both you and I stand on the side of the Alliance, don't we? Let's keep going.
That is too much of a lore drop for me today, so I'm gonna cut it here. Oh my god. Right, so yeah. Let me know, peeps, who I should be pulling for now, because like I'm looking at the banners, okay? And I've only got like, by the time you guys see this, I'm only gonna have like 1 day left on this banner, so I actually haven't seen anything of the new content that's coming up. I think Cypher is coming up. I don't know if they're going to be any good though. We'll have to see. Maybe I need to go and watch the live stream for it. I don't know. But yeah, we'll continue this again very, very soon. We're going to get this finished and then we'll be moving on to a new region. So stay tuned. Another episode coming this week. See you then.